Have you ever felt there's something deeper your partner wants you to know but can't quite say it? You sense it in quiet moments, subtle gestures, and hesitant glances. Men often struggle to express what's truly inside their hearts, not because they don't want you to know, but because they're unsure how you'll react, or perhaps, they're uncertain how to put it into words. Today, we're diving beneath the surface to uncover exactly what he really wants you to know, but won't say. Stay tuned because the insights you're about to gain could transform your relationship forever. 1. Sometimes, I'm afraid to show my vulnerable side. Society often teaches men that vulnerability equals weakness. From an early age, boys hear messages like, "Be strong. Don't cry. Man up," and this conditioning sticks around, even into adulthood. Deep down, your partner might secretly crave the freedom to show vulnerability, but he fears judgment or rejection. Psychologists explain this as emotional shielding, a protective behavior designed to avoid being hurt or misunderstood. If you've ever noticed him pulling away when you get emotionally close, it's not because he doesn't trust you, it's because he's been conditioned to fear vulnerability. Gently reassure him that it's safe to open up. Share your own vulnerabilities first, as this creates trust and emotional safety, helping him feel comfortable to follow suit. 2. I notice the small things you do, even if I don't mention them. Ever felt your efforts go unnoticed? Actually, the opposite is true. Most men see and appreciate even the smallest gestures, from the way you remember his coffee order to the encouraging smile you give him on a tough day. Though he might not verbalize it, these small actions deeply impact him. This is explained by something psychologists call silent gratitude. Men often internalize appreciation because they've learned that openly showing emotions can be uncomfortable. When you least expect it, these small acts build a cumulative impact that strengthens your bond over time. His silence doesn't mean indifference, it often means profound appreciation he just doesn't know how to express. 3. I need time alone, but it doesn't mean I don't care. Men frequently withdraw into solitude to recharge, reflect, and process emotions. It's an essential part of their psychological makeup called psychological distancing, where men retreat to restore emotional balance. Many women mistakenly interpret this as a sign of disinterest or emotional detachment. Studies in psychology suggest men and women often manage stress differently. While women might prefer talking things out, men may find solace in solitude, restoring emotional equilibrium through quiet reflection. Understanding his need for occasional space as normal, not personal, will create a healthier dynamic. When you respect this boundary, it strengthens his trust and encourages emotional openness when he's ready. 4. Your opinion means more than you realize. You may not realize the weight your words hold, but men often internalize their partner's opinions deeply. Even small comments about his appearance, career, or choices can significantly impact his self-esteem, self-perception, and motivation. Psychologically, this is related to the idea of validation dependency, meaning his sense of worth can become closely tied to your view of him. Use your power wisely. Choose encouraging words, focusing on positives rather than negatives, because your support and validation can genuinely help him become a better partner, friend, and person. 5. Sometimes, I'm unsure how to comfort you. Men naturally desire to solve problems and fix issues. When you're upset, he instinctively searches for solutions. But often, you might not need him to fix anything, you might just want him to listen and empathize. This disconnect can make him feel helpless, confused, or inadequate. Most men won't admit their confusion because they fear seeming weak or ineffective. He might withdraw or become silent, not because he doesn't care, but because he's unsure how best to comfort you. Tell him clearly what you need in emotional situations, whether it's a listening ear or specific advice. This clarity helps him feel capable and effective, reducing frustration and misunderstandings. 6. I worry about letting you down. Behind a man's confident exterior, there's often hidden anxiety about disappointing those he loves. Many men secretly fear not living up to expectations in their relationships, careers, or personal achievements. They rarely voice this worry because vulnerability feels risky. Psychological research highlights this as part of imposter syndrome, where one doubts their accomplishments and constantly fears exposure as inadequate. Regular reassurance from you can help alleviate this hidden anxiety. Praise his effort, not just his successes, reminding him that imperfection doesn't diminish his worth. 7. I think about our future more than I admit. Does he avoid conversations about the future, leaving you unsure of his commitment level? Surprisingly, many men think extensively about future plans, goals, and dreams with their partners, but they hesitate to share these thoughts openly. Men often hold back because openly discussing the future can feel vulnerable or premature. Psychologists explain this as guarded optimism, where he's hopeful about a future together but fearful of jinxing it by speaking too soon. His actions often speak louder than words. Notice if he subtly includes you in his future plans or talks casually about long-term scenarios. These quiet gestures can mean he's fully invested but cautious about expressing it prematurely. 8. I need your support even when I don't ask for it. Most men are raised to appear independent and self-sufficient. Asking for help or emotional support might feel like admitting weakness. The reality, though, is different. Everyone, regardless of gender, thrives on support and validation from loved ones. Offering your support proactively, without him needing to ask, can profoundly deepen your emotional connection. A simple, "I'm here for you if you need me," can break down emotional barriers he struggles to overcome alone. 9. I'm afraid of losing you. Beneath even the most confident exterior lies a deep-rooted fear, losing you. Men often don't voice this fear directly because it makes them feel vulnerable and exposed. However, it can manifest subtly as jealousy, protectiveness, or insecurity. Psychologically, fear of loss is deeply connected to attachment styles and emotional bonding. The deeper his love, the more intense his fear of losing you might become. Wise thought. Reassure him of your commitment through consistent actions and words. Providing emotional stability reduces anxiety, strengthening the trust and emotional intimacy in your relationship. Now that you've uncovered what he really wants you to know but struggles to say, remember that communication is key. Creating an emotionally safe space for openness transforms relationships profoundly. Have you noticed any of these hidden truths in your relationship? Drop a comment below and share your experience. We'd love to hear from you. If this video resonated, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more powerful relationship insights and emotional growth content. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.